Season 3 of Warzone 3 has finally arrived, and with the fan favorite map Rebirth Island finally making return and a bunch of new content, I thought now would be the best time to share some of my new settings so you guys can frag out in Season 3. Now, starting off with my graphics settings, I have a lot of my settings on low so that I can get the most frames out of my PC, and if you don't have a crazy expensive rig, I would recommend just following the settings I am going to be showing you. And if you want nice looking game without the cost of your FPS, then I would recommend just following my settings. Now, pretty much all these are not any different from the last video I did. You always want to have your display on full screen to get the most maximum amount of FPS. Quality wise, you can just copy what I have. This is the best settings like I prefer, but if you like the picture of my gameplay that I've been posting, then you can also have this. And if you don't want to stress your PC, or you don't have the craziest build, or on a low budget, then I would recommend putting everything on low or off. It doesn't really look that much different. I know a lot of people are sticky about that, but I don't really see much of a difference. Yeah, and field of view I run on 120. You can definitely change that if you want. I know some people run on 110, and yeah, it still plays pretty well. My ADS field of view will be affected, weapons field of view wide, vehicle field of view. All these are pretty much on default. All I really did change was the FOV ADS field of view and the weapons field of view. Now, onto my controller settings. I have always used a controller in Warzone, more specifically a SCUF controller. And if you're not familiar with that, it is a controller with buttons on the back, so you don't have to take your fingers off the joysticks to either slide or jump or anything like that. Yeah, that's what I've been using for a while, and these are the settings that I've used so far in the Warzone 3. Not much has changed since the last video I've made. I did change my dead zone inputs. I did learn about these a while ago. So I think on default it was 99 all around, but what you want to do is you want to keep these default, the max for the right stick and the left stick. But for the left stick min and the right stick min, you want to start at 0 and start slowly pushing those up until you stop getting stick drift. So when you put your controller down, you don't want your controller character to be moving, so you want to slowly put it up until they stop moving. Mine, it fits best at 15-15, so that's what I have it at. For the left and right trigger, 0-0. I think, I don't know what the default was for it, but I have it on 0-0 right now. Other than that, everything is default except for controller vibration. I mean, this is just depending on you, but I don't know why people want controller vibration on, but I think it's better if you have it off. Other than that, my aiming, I did switch it from 13-13 to 12-12. It's not much of a difference, but I just did it just so I could just get that better movement, so it doesn't move as twitchy. And that's just my preference. Some people will tell you there are these perfect settings, or you'll look for them on the internet. There's no such thing. These are just preference. You just have to play the game and start tweaking them. Honestly, I would recommend starting off at what you have, and if you want to go faster, or you want to move faster when you're moving your sticks, just slowly put it up 1 or 2 times until you find the right speed for you. I know your favorite streamer or content creator are gonna be like, copy these, you'll find these are the perfect ones, but it's not. It's just preference. You have to play the game and you have to just find them for yourself. My ADS sensitivity, I have it at 0.80. I've always had it at 0.80 for a while now. It was at 1 in the beginning, that's default, but I've always had it on 0.80. I switched it and I've been using it ever since season 1 of Verdansk, so that's what it's been at for a while. Everything else is default except for dynamic. This would be default, would be standard, but I made it dynamic. I've always used it, same thing as the 0.80. I've used it for a while now, and that's what it's stayed at. If you don't like dynamic, of course you can use standard or linear, but I prefer dynamic, and that's what I am going to use. Everything else here is default. And for my gameplay, yeah, I did make some tweaks. I don't know what specifically, but if you want to copy them down, I will go through slowly. So if you want to stop, just copy him down. Now the only prominent thing you want to focus on is sliding. You want to have it on slide only so you don't dolphin dive. You want to keep it on slide only. They introduced this a while ago. I think it was just always on hybrid, but now you can slide only so you don't have any delay when you're trying to slide while you're running into a slide cancel. Some people like it. I mean, if you want, you can also have it on hybrid so you can dolphin dive and slide, but if you want better movement, just have it on slide only. Now, finally, for my audio settings, right now I have my headphone audio mix at headphone bass boost. I did try different ones, but honestly, they all sound the same to me. Maybe some people will hear something different, but headphone bass boost seems to be the best one and most logical one for a lot of people. So I just put it at headphone bass boost. Other than that, everything else is default. My master game volume, what you want to do is make everything that's not necessary 0. You don't want war track, cinematic volume, and gameplay volume at anything but 0, so you can hear the most out of gunshots and footsteps. Other than that, these are my settings. Everything else is like default. My microphone level is at 26 just because if I have it at 100 or anything above it, it'll start echoing. I've noticed it does that for a lot of people, so if you want to lower it just to stop that echo, you can just lower it until it just stops echoing. Everything else is default, nothing special here, and that is pretty much all my settings. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe as well. I will be trying to do more of these in the future. I did enjoy it, going through my settings like that. If you guys have any questions regarding some settings I haven't gone through, or you just want to know a little more about any specific thing in the video, yeah, just let me know down in the comments down below. Also, let me know how you guys are enjoying the new season so far. That is pretty much all I have to say, and I will see you guys in the next video.